Oh, so this is a hint, you see. We'll take a look at this, and then I'll tell you afterwards a bit about this.
Yeah. Maybe Connie was one of the kids on the ship with the experiments years ago. You don't know.
One of the reasons they did that was, remember I said that... Okay, so I talked about them adding the voice acting in this version of the game, but also the flowchart was a new thing as well.
Yeah.
So originally, you see, that was to give you a hint as to what path to take to get the true ending. Okay, so before we do that...
So I like the yellow meaning. I got that, but like.
So before we do anything...
So we need to go. The keys obviously need to go this way. So sorry, actually probably from up here. I'm guessing we probably have to go like this down.
Just give me a quick second here because I want to do what your man recommended first.
Oh yes.
If I can do what. So just give me a second.
So let's wait. So I'm guessing the true ending is this one over here. This path.
Well, that would be logical, yeah.
Which is kind of interesting because obviously the axe ending was like the path right next to the true ending, which I think is kind of interesting for some reason. Oh, I like. Oh, the safe is the image for the last ending.
It is, yes. Some people also refer to it as the safe ending, but the official name is the Zero Lost ending.
But how did Zero lose?
Mm-hmm. So here's the comment from Thomas Sykes, and we'll see if we can actually like emulate this. So, yeah, I'm a devoted Zero Escape fan, so I try and watch and help any new people playing this game I see. One thing I was going to point out, but it may be too late depending on how much earlier you recorded this.
That is fair. That is fair. Don't worry, we're currently in May.
Even though there is no key, you should also jump to the exit of the steam room next. There is new dialogue there that explains a little about Santa. I won't say now in case you actually remember to go there, but as I stated, it may already be too late. I think this is a good opportunity to try that.
Okay, so where is it? Which one would that be?
So, and also, here's the thing. The other thing I was going to say about that, also I'm at a bit of a loud because I lean forward to that. So
I like to just move the thing.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to worry because like it's nothing's going to pop up here.
Okay, fair.
But what I was going to say was I can understand why they'd have something like that in the game, but I can also understand why I wouldn't have come across it because originally, remember, there was no flowchart and you'd go through it multiple times.
Multiple times.
If you got to it another time in the original version, there might be.
I think it's cruel that the original version did not have a flowchart because if it's a game like this with multiple endings, I think a flowchart's fair because if you want to know what path.
Well, yeah, but I think maybe they hadn't come up with the flowchart at that point.
Maybe not. You're right. Yeah.
So anyway, the steam room one. So if you go down because it's one of the last sections, and it would have been on the path I think we just took. So hang on, is it? Do you see the first escape there? Check it and to see. Oh, how are we going to get to the end of it though?
Oh, I'd probably do all the puzzles.
Oh, sorry. So wait. Click into it one more time. That's the handle, you see.
Okay, what's this? Unless that's 6th door.
So I don't think... Can we... Unless... No, that's outside the room. Hang on, briefly go to outside the room first and see if...
Yes! The door's open!
I'm just gonna... Wait, how do I... Oh, no, back.
No... Okay, good. I always get a panic attack when I see that.
How do I fast forward again? Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, you press X.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
I'm curious to see... Hopefully we've done this right, Thomas. You can tell us if we did or not. There should be new dialogue.
She was only about an inch tall then?
Was this new dialogue? I can't remember.
No, this is the same
sorry.
dialogue.
Oh, if it was new dialogue, I thought it wouldn't let us
We
skip
didn't
it.
have parents.
Oh.
They bought it in an accident when we were still kids.
It is new dialogue.
Yeah, they stopped it.
Okay, but I'm curious why... What we did that actually, like, triggered this new dialogue. Okay, cool.
So I had to be like her dad.
I wonder.
And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow. And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in her mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for.
I really like Santa, but I feel like this is kind of leading that he's more likely Zero still. I don't know.
It took a lot of saving.
Especially since they
but I
gave him
managed
this
to buy her
extra
presents
dialogue.
every year.
Yeah, I don't know what triggered this actually. Like, but as I said, I'm not 100% if I've seen this before because I think even other Let's Players, like when they do it, because I've never seen anyone play the original version. See, it's always been this new version. They obviously would just go to the other keys. I don't know if like.
Yeah.
Huh. But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. That was it. Nothing else.
I feel like this is still making me think Santa is more likely Zero. I don't know why.
But I couldn't make that
And
wish come
it's something to do with his sister.
Something to do with his sister, yeah. I actually, because I know the game, I actually kind of know what this is going towards. But
Yeah, okay, I'm convinced. I'm pretty sure Santa is Zero.
What happened?
What's one of my ideas for this? He kind of looks like, but I don't think he's evil.
Wait, what was it? What was the
I'm
question?
wondering, what was my theory on him at the beginning? I can't.
Well, at the very beginning, you were like, he's the bad boy.
He is kind of a bad boy, but like at the same time, I don't think he is actually evil.
I don't recall you having any like major
Yeah.
specific theories about him at the
I
beginning.
don't. If he is Zero, I don't think he's actually evil. If that makes sense.
If he's Zero, then how did he lose the previous game?
I don't know. And unless Connie's Zero and she lost by losing Junpei, I don't know. But like,
But Junpei was gassed.
true.
It's not like she'd lost him at that point.
Unless it was Snake still, but no, like Snake, that's the.
That'd be weird. Snake
Like,
Snake
I don't think
somehow got out of the incinerator and.
Yeah, and I don't think he put his sister at risk like that still.
She died.
And I don't think it's Ace.
That would be really weird since it seems like he was manipulated by Zero, that he like set up to manipulate himself.
Yeah, it's definitely not Ace. You can completely rule it out. The thing is, I don't know how they lost.
Yeah, that confuses everyone. They're like, how did you lose? Like,
Which I'm assuming will hopefully be answered.
it will, because you need to, in order to understand how Zero lost, you need to understand the purpose of this.
Okay, fair.
She was killed 9 years ago.
Maybe the purpose is for no one to die, and they all help each other.
Maybe.
Oh.
Could still be could be Santa in that case, but like.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Is that everything?
Yeah, it's everything.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Well, that's actually very interesting. Thank you a lot, Thomas. That's good info to get, actually. And one that I'd say a lot of Let's Players I'd probably miss out on because they're not aware that, oh, you don't have to skip more.
Yeah.
I was going to say just go to the flow
Yeah, I
chart.
was trying to press the button. I think it's not letting me right now. I think I have to wait for it to actually go to like.
Well, you should be able to do it during dialogue, although I don't know if you're skipping. It might not allow you while you're skipping, you see. Okay, just, yeah, go back. But, yeah, thank you again, Thomas, because, like, man, so many people must miss that.
Yeah. I'm guessing I'm going to the first key, which is up here.
Yes, that can work. So,
One.
this would be... Okay, it wouldn't be map of the ship. It might be to do with match. Try the match. Let me just see this.
Oh yeah, how's your feet?
Skip all this.
No, it's not this one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Okay, so yeah, you could stop skipping and then press yes. Yeah, I guess I am, and go into menu again.
Yes, I am.
Basically, we need to talk to Santa during this
What do
sequence.
you mean?
I tried to
told you earlier,
which button was
didn't I?
menu again?
Just press the select button.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, what? Why is flow mark? Okay, just skip then, because I don't know why it's like grayed out. and we'll sort this out. Sorry, folks, but
I was gonna see. It's still grayed out. I was just checking.
yeah, I was gonna just wait until they're finished their conversation. But okay. So that was match plate on a shelf. Was it at the plate on a shelf section?
Hey, Junpei.
Oh,
You got a minute?
this must be it. Yeah,
Keep
because
skipping.
yes. Now we did this correctly before, so all we have to do is just repeat what we did. This is where he's explaining to us about the clover.
Take it.
We do take it, and it represents 4 different things, and he hates all of these different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can select the same choices as you did before.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, I still think Lotus and Seven are definitely not involved.
Well, not involved in terms of like being 0. Clearly, they're involved in terms of like. So you can see now the key is marked.
Oh, and these keys are marked. Perfect. Oh wait, I'm wrong.
Yeah, so you need to go now to
This room.
and go to chemical closet. Because this is when we were talking to Seven about the... You remember?
Kind of like different gas mixes or something. Did you talk about the dry ice? No.
The dry ice was before that, I
Oh,
think.
was it?
But it was Ice 9.
Ice sample, yeah.
It was talking about how things seem to have changed worldwide, even though there was this one thing. And then he's telling us about the coffin and about Alice.
I'm wondering, did Junpei survive the last ending? Because he was gassed. It was like he was gassed to be taken out of there. Like, why gas him?
In that particular situation, actually, I'm not 100%. If Thomas, if you have a theory, you can say why. But with that one, I think it's left open enough that he could have possibly either lived or died in that one.
Maybe, yeah. It was quite open.
Okay, so just to let you know,
Obviously, pocket watch.
yes, but this is where new stuff is. So we're not skipping stuff here. Well,
Right,
maybe
so you-
maybe until the decision, so we have to say there is a problem.
Yeah, there is. You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason.
Also,
right?
before we go on, I also do want to give you.
That's why we didn't have to split up the work.
I would say before we go on,
Sorry.
clicks the button.
Yeah, I was clicking it in the process when you were saying it.
So, what I was saying was just at this point, you remember what's happening.
No.
Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of why I wanted to stop. So, basically, at this point, this is the number 1 room we've gone into now.
Okay. And what was behind there again?
Sorry?
What was behind the number 1 room again?
It was like the captain's quarters.
Yes, and you found the dead captain.
And the navigation room.
Yeah, okay. I know where we are, so.
And we've gone in with Ace and Clover.
Yeah. And this was more likely where Clover stole the axe.
Yes, this was what led to the axe ending. That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes, which is kind of ironic. The first ending we got was the bad ending of that path, and now it's going to be the last ending. That
No, I said that earlier. I said it's interesting that the axe
Oh,
was right next to the...
I missed.
Original ending.
I missed that.
Which I always... When I look at flowcharts, I always kind of look at where things are next to each other, because I find that kind of interesting. Because it's like how different things lead to different solutions. Because obviously Clover is obviously still going through her manic state of going crazy.
being sad.
Well, crazy.
Crazy sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so yeah, this is what leads to the axe ending. And last time you said like, so he came in and he was like, what was it specifically? What was Ace actually asking again there? Like,
I can't remember. We skipped it, sorry.
because what he ends up doing is he checks your pockets, remember, and he finds that you've like tampered with the voting results, remember,
Oh, yeah.
and he's like, oh, I was just curious about that.
I think he kind of knew you. I think Ace knows you tampered it.
Yeah, but I can't remember specifically what it was he asked just there. But now we've gone like
Oh, like...
you're in your section because he's meant to be checking that room. Like, go off and do that.
Yeah. But, like, Ace is interesting, because Ace is obviously a narcissist.
Well, yes.
That is very obvious. He obviously has a massive ego. He probably thinks he's quite intelligent. And I think... I say he felt like as well, but the other thing is, I think he found Zero interesting. I think he finds him quite intelligent as well. And, like, it's kind of...
Yeah, he got tricked by Zero.
It's like kind of Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty thing, where they're equal intelligence, and they're kind of like...
I find it interesting to compare either Ace or Zero.
But
to
I
Sherlock
think I know
Holmes.
how Ace lost to Zero.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
And
How Ace lost to Zero.
Yes, it's because Ace knew, because Zero probably knew he's narcissistic, he has a massive ego, and it was that's easier to manipulate.
But yeah, I actually like Zero played him perfectly.
Perfectly, because my guess is Zero probably isn't a narcissistic as Ace. As in, he knew, no matter how intelligent you are, I think if you're a narcissistic and you have a massive ego, it's more easier to manipulate you.
Yeah, because you become a bit more predictable.
Yes, because, and that is the smartest way to play those people. That even if they're very smart and very intelligent, if they're massive egos and narcissistic, it's very easy to play them. Which makes me feel like that the Zero isn't one. He's just probably highly intelligent, if that makes sense. I think I don't know.
Very interesting.
Because I never saw Zero get cocky at any point. In even his things, he seemed very very.
Yeah, that's fair. He wasn't exactly humble either.
He wasn't, but that's probably to egg them on.
Yeah.
To get them going.
I would describe what he's told us so far as kind of matter of fact.
Matter of fact, yeah, he's very matter of fact. But nothing is about ego or boosting his own ego or anything, I don't think. It's all matter of fact. It's all the facts given.
Yeah, and he's like, you didn't lose, I lost.
Yeah. So he wouldn't have said that if he had this massive ego or anything like that. So, but Ace is probably very much the main point of his probably plan. Was probably to do with Ace, I don't know. Because he manipulated
Ace is part of his plan. That's all.
Well, he manipulated Ace so much to a massive extent. Ace is obviously a part of his plan. Because what's the point of manipulating him to that extent? He also manipulated Snake, I think.
Yes, well, he's manipulated everyone.
He is.
To some degree.
Some degree. But Snake and Ace mostly, and then Snake after that, I think. By locking him up, I think he knew that, But I don't know, did he expect Clover to die? I still don't know. I'm kind of hoping he...
But for instance, how manipulated are we?
That's true. The player, we can be manipulated too. Okay, we'll keep going.
I just want to talk to Clover alone. That's why I sent Ace to the wheelhouse. There's something I want to ask her, and I don't want anyone to overhear us.
Oh god, there was a frame drop there for some reason.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
I think it was
Clover
I think
won't
it,
talk
I
if
pressed it
there's
for the dog
anyone else
spirit.
around. That's why when Ace showed up again, I got a little desperate. I had to make him leave.
So here's one other thing that's kind of interesting. So if you don't unlock all of those keys prior to this, and you shout at Ace, he's like, Junpei's like I don't really know why I shouted at Ace there. I don't know why I got so worked up.
Oh, okay.
Whereas here he's got a very defined
reason of why he wants to.
But he also complains of getting a headache, which is also a sign that you did something wrong.
Oh, that's kind of a sign in most games. You did the wrong answer. It's like, why?
I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
His smile is a bit more sinister to me now.
Well, of course it would be. Of course, at this point, if you got to here without learning that he's who he is.
This, I think, would have been a bit sinister to me for some reason.
Well, what he's insinuating here is oh, you want to be with the girl alone here.
Yeah.
That's how I took it, at least.
What was that about? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no,
It's
it's
all
not
new,
like
isn't
that.
it?
Yes, this is new, yeah.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room?
You remember that?
Yeah.
You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
Maybe she was in the experiment as well.
I'm sorry, but...
Maybe she wasn't in the game, but she was one of the kids experimented on.
Oh god. When you do this stuff, it's I want to say what I know, but I'm I can't.
No, it's are some of my guesses lining up though with some things?
Well, you're so scattershot that some of them are gonna be. You've thrown out so many guesses.
Yeah, but you have to do so many guesses in these scenarios though.
But I'm sure, you're right about a couple of things because you just thrown out so much that...
Yeah, but they're all
Eventually
they're all the theories I can see possibly happening.
What I will say is you haven't been correct once about the purpose of this game.
Okay.
But the purpose of this game is so specific that...
you think it'd be a miracle if I guessed it?
It would be insane if you guessed it.
Okay, fair.
You understand, right?
I wonder if anyone just guess it by playing.
I mean, you think eventually someone would, but I'd be, again, super surprised because it's so out there, but...
Fair.
I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother?
To be fair, she doesn't know
Forget
yet.
them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it.
But she doesn't know he's dead yet?
No, she doesn't know that he's actually alive.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna pay for it.
Oh, she never finds out he's alive.
Well, not in that other ending.
But on well, I'm assuming the only time she finds out he's alive is probably in the final ending.
Okay.
Because she didn't know he was alive, obviously, in the coffin when we found him.
Well, yes, that's...
And that was the last ending was the only time we found out he was alive.
Yeah.
And she was already dead at that point, so Homegirl never finds out he's alive, probably until the final ending is like... I'm going to assume the final ending is they're all pretty much alive. Maybe not Ace. Ace might die. But like...
And also the number 9 man's going to be dead.
Oh, well... Yes.
So... Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them.
Now, one thing I'm going to say about this is that we actually know the real answer.
Oh, yeah, it was Ace.
And how did Ace do it? Do you remember like how Ace did it?
It was something about just walking towards the door can trigger it or something, wasn't it?
Well, okay, so I understand where you're getting confused there. So this guy...
He stole the Nightman's bracelet.
He stole the 9 man's bracelet. So Ace's is 1, plus 9 is 10. Snake's 1 is 2, so 12. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Which opened the third
Which
door.
opened the door, because you also need 3 people.
Yeah.
But we're going to need to think without that knowledge that you can just take bracelets off of people.
Yeah.
I'm just warning you that these characters haven't gotten to that point yet, so we gotta think.
The only one who knows you can is obviously Ace, because Ace originally hosted the first game, and he's probably under assumption. And I'm assuming Snake probably knew that too, but Snake is ruled out because we think he's dead right now.
Yeah, so...
Because my guess is maybe Snake...
I'm just telling you to bring your logic back one step, just because we're actually ahead of them.
My guess is the only people who probably knew that answer at the beginning of the game was probably the 9th man, because he was involved with the original setup of the last.
Well, you'd think of that, but the 9th man got manipulated to run into a door and blow up.
That is true. Actually, yeah, maybe not him. So then it's probably only Ace and Snake. I'm going to probably safely assume that Snake probably knew you could do it if he played it last time. But maybe they never discovered that last time. We don't know. But
maybe.
But the way Snake was holding the 0 bracelet, maybe he does know. It's like, oh.
All we can do is keep going.
Yeah.
You need at least 3 people to open the number.
So all I was saying was just think without that knowledge now.
Or at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake?
And they're obviously not counting the 9th bracelet because I think that's ruled out.
Yes.
Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Because also,
it's possible.
keep in mind that we can theoretically get to this without having seen the other ending as well.
Yeah.
So this could be, we could still be as in the dark with them as them about like...
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Actually, one thing I will say for Clover is she is very intelligent. What she is about to explain is actually very well thought out.
She does think things out, but at the same time she kind of just jumps to conclusion without actual evidence or proof that they did it. Like she goes and kills them by just thinking they did it without actual proof or evidence.
Yes, but one...
It's all theory. You can't just condemn someone out of theory.
I guess. Well, let's listen to how she explains it, and then I'll see... Like, it is still a theory, but it's a very well thought out theory.
It is a well thought out theory, and unfortunately you can't condemn people for well thought out theories.
Then who do you think it could be?
So, I mean, there's only one answer here.
It was 7 and Lotus, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, God. It was 7 and Santa.
Yes, because you needed to get 10 to...
Maybe Santa and 7. The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
But do you remember in the X ending, she goes and murders Santa...
7, and then she kills June because June got in her way. She wasn't planning to kill June.
Yeah, but June was like, stop, don't kill them.
So she was like, well, you're in my way now.
Yeah.
Well, I thought about it, and...
That's what I thought. Santa and Seven. If it was two people, then that's the only combination
Now,
that works.
one thing I do want to bring up,
Hey, wait a
which
minute there.
she has not acknowledged this, but if we're talking about two people,
It could still be 3 people.
it could still be 3, or it could be 4 other people, but if we're just going under the 2 people theory, technically it could have been her and June.
Yeah, but I doubt.
But she's immediately marking that off because she's like, well, I know I didn't throw him in.
I think everyone kind of ruled out Clover as the person who threw him into the door. I'm pretty sure no one thought she did it, especially with the manic state she's in.
Yeah.